Hi, I'm Scoot, and welcome to the Scoot in the Air SOTA YouTube channel. It's Monday. I wish I could just be totally light and have fun, but something has been really building, and it really started to reach a tipping point this weekend with me. And I wonder if you share the same feelings I'm feeling. First of all, I'm concerned about the country represented by this flag. I'm concerned about the people who are so against kneeling in the Star Spangled Banner. I'm concerned about people that are so dedicated to this flag that don't see the reality. For the first time that I can remember, I'm really concerned about America. I might even be a little bit scared. So we're discussing that tonight on the Scoot on the Air YouTube channel. I hope you become a subscriber. It's free. We're supposed to give you an alert every time we do something live. I'll be on Monday nights, Wednesday nights, and Saturday nights. And sometimes I share with you on the YouTube channel the truth behind the microphone. All of this is an extension of my radio show on WWL, AM, FM, and radio.com. So wherever you are, you can pick up my show 1 to 4 New Orleans time. That's 1 to 4 Central time, Monday through Friday in the afternoon. Now, if you've never heard my radio show before, you'll either love me or you'll hate me. And sometimes that can happen within an hour. You could love me 1 minute and hate me. Look, I'm a registered independent. I am very vocal. I have strong opinions, but I don't view everything through the same myopic political perspective, the left. Here are some of the things that I'm concerned with. Today, President Trump said that he respected Dr. Deborah Birx with the White House Coronavirus Response Task Force. He said he respected her. But he also described what she said as pathetic. She told us the truth. President Trump cannot see the truth, or he won't share the truth with you. And even if you love him, he's not being honest with you. The president says the coronavirus in general in America is receding. And Dr. Birx is saying, get ready for a new wave. Who do you believe? Oh, it's fun to believe President Trump when it comes to things like this. It's fun because it's the more positive news. It's more difficult to face the reality. But we don't need the bullshit of lying. We don't need the bullshit of this facade. We need reality. The other thing that concerns me is President Trump making up his own reality. The president making some changes in the post office that may actually bring credibility to the idea that mail-in ballots are fraudulent. There is no evidence to support that mail-in ballots in general are fraudulent. It doesn't mean that there's not human error here and there. I mean, there's human error when it comes to going into the voting booth. People make mistakes. Mistakes happen. The wrong people vote. We're human beings, for God's sake. But there is no evidence, not even from Republican secretaries of state, that indicates that we've got a problem with mail-in ballots. But the president is laying the groundwork for you to not trust the results of the election in the event that he loses. He's saying this election is going to be fraudulent. What if he freaking wins? You can't have it be fraudulent if you lose and not fraudulent if you win. You can't have it both ways. And we, the American people, can't be so dumb as to accept that. Another thing that bothers me, this idea, we don't know what's going to happen yet, but the announcement's been made that there's going to be a Republican convention. And the Republican convention is going to ban the media. I mean, I can't imagine that they would ban Fox News, because Fox News is an extension, a branch of the executive branch. But the idea that the president, the incumbent president of the United States, will be sworn in secrecy kind of scares the hell out of me. The attempts to discredit the media. And look, sometimes the media deserves to be discredited. But the wholesale attempt to discredit the media is something that authoritarians do. One of the real freedoms that we have in this country is freedom of the press. And you may take that for granted, actually. I mean, even in the UK, the media is owned by the government. In this country, the government, through the FCC, regulates the community. I mean, regulates communications, regulates the media. But it doesn't control the media. There were times when President Obama was really upset with Fox News, and he wanted something done about that. And man, I was on the air critical of Obama for that. But now President Trump, since the campaign, has planted the seed of doubt that everything negative about him is wrong, and it's not. That's not the truth. And there are so many Americans blinded by this new reality that it scares me. There are things being talked about now, like President Trump really not wanting to leave the White House. And like physically not wanting to leave the White House. I don't know if that's reliable. But just the idea that he has a personality that has caused people to speculate on that possibility is scary AF. And when you put all these things together, we're moving toward an America that's not the America we know. I'm still not convinced that sending in federal agents into Portland really changed the situation. In fact, when the federal troops withdrew, the protests became calmer. Now, there shouldn't even be unrest at all. A peaceful protest, fine. But that does not include burning a building. That does not include throwing rocks. It does not include disrespecting law enforcement. But I wasn't there, but what I saw in the news and the reports from credible sources are that the federal agents did not obey the Constitution. So think about this. The president, forget that it's Trump, the president of the United States orders federal agents in to take over a police situation that they're not really trained to take over. We don't know if they really made a big difference. But the president wanted them in there, so they went in. And many think it was just to boost his popularity. You've got the possibility of a president being sworn in, well, not sworn in, but being nominated in secrecy at the convention. You've got a president that is ignoring, absolutely ignoring the reality of the coronavirus pandemic, ignoring it, disagreeing with the very doctors that surround him, that have the medical expertise. And people choose to believe his opinion over the opinion of doctors. Because Dr. Fauci tells the truth, his life, the life of his family, has been threatened. Let's see. Hey, Jimmy is tuning in from Vero Beach, Florida. Jimmy, thanks for being with us. I guess you're getting a little wind, aren't you? Maybe a little rain. And Cajun Queen Fitness says, I believe it. He's so frightening. I think Portland is a test for him. Well, we'll see. Now, after the president sent the federal agents into Portland, he said he was sending federal agents into Chicago to help them fight crime. But the difference is the troops going into Chicago were going to work hand in hand with the federal agencies already in place, like the FBI, ATF, DEA, and with Chicago police. So if the tactic in Portland was so right, why does he do that everywhere? Look, I'm worried about this country. I'm a little bit concerned. No, I'm a lot concerned. I might be a little bit frightened, but I'm concerned. Because someone in power doesn't seem to respect the laws of reality. Because someone in power doesn't respect the spirit of America, doesn't respect basic common sense. So, it concerns me. I'm concerned about the country represented by this flag. And I just wish those who are so passionate about the flag to the point where they're boycotting sports and they're so vocal about anybody that would kneel during the national anthem, I wish all of those people would really understand what the flag stands for. We'll continue with this. This is not going to be over. We're 90 days away, about 90 days away from the election. 3 months, 90 days. Will there be change? If there's change, will there be turmoil? Or will, like in the past, will once again America shine brightly in the eyes of the world? Because we will once again exercise the peaceful transfer of power from one person to the next. Stay tuned. Thank you for joining me on the Scoot on the Air YouTube channel. I hope you subscribe. Join me on my radio show tomorrow, WWL, from 1 to 4 New Orleans time. I'll be on Facebook tomorrow morning and Instagram. And then back here on YouTube with another episode of The Truth Behind the Microphone, where I reveal things from behind the scenes in the media to help you better understand the media and what motivates the media. Because as consumers of the media, it's important that you have a better understanding of the media. So another episode of The Truth Behind the Microphone coming up Wednesday night. I'm Scoot. Thank you for joining me here on the Scoot on the Air YouTube channel.